Hi, welcome to MicroTechie YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about sort formula which got introduced in 365 version of Excel and other latest versions. We will put this formula into test to see whether this can do all the tasks what our sorting tool can do. If it can do something beyond what our sort tool can do, then it is quite amazing. So without much ado, let's get into the Excel screen and explore this formula. Let's see what this formula can do for us. Alright, we are now in Excel. In case if you want to use this Excel for practicing, I have provided you the downloadable link in the description section. You can download it and you can work along with me, or you can practice after watching the complete video. So let's get into the Excel and solve the scenarios which are provided in each of the sheet to understand the power of the sort formula which we are talking. So first of all, before writing the formula, I want to give you some basic information. What are the things you need to take care before writing the sort formula? Sort formula is an array formula. So the first thing before writing this formula, please make sure that you have given enough space to take the output. Make sure the area does not have any other data, because if you have any other data prior writing this formula in the area where the output is going to be thrown, you will be landing up to see an error called spill error. So it is a better practice to make sure that you provide good amount of space to take your output. Second basic information is, when you select the input for the sort formula, never select the header, because header is never the part of your data. So we need to make sure the headers are skipped in the input area. In the output area, the headers have to be kept ready by the user, so it will not be thrown to you. We need to keep the headers ready. Third, remember the sort is a formula, so we will not be able to see the result in the same place where you have the data. The result will be given to you in a different place, not in the same place. So you need to decide, am I going to see it in the same sheet or am I going to see it in a different sheet? Be in the right place before you start writing this formula. So these are the basic things which you need to take care before writing the sort formula. Alright, so now let's go ahead and start handling the scenarios one by one. Scenario number one, sort this table by salesperson. So first of all, let me go ahead and try sorting this based on the salesperson. Now let's go ahead and right click in any one of the salesperson name, sort, and I'm going to say, can you sort this by Z to A order? So the moment I do it, you can see it got sorted in the way we want it. Now some of you will have the thought, hey, sort tool has done the work, still why do I need a sort formula? Now the reason why we need sort formula is, after I sorted my original data set, if any change happens in the original data set, for example, James was actually, this transaction is not belonging to James, it belongs to Williams. When I change it to Williams, I want this data to automatically push to the place where Williams data is available, because by order Williams is in the wrong place right now. So I want, the moment there's a change happens in my input, this data should automatically go and get arranged in the way I want to see it. So remember, the sorting tool output will not get updated automatically. It's not dynamic. Whereas when you write sort formula, when the change happens in the input, the output would automatically change. It is dynamic. So whenever you need always a sorted data, then sort formula is the best choice for you. Whenever you need always the sorted data, irrespective of changes happening inside the input data, then you should always think about using the sort formula. Alright, so I'm going to put this data back to the way it was earlier before the sorting. So let's go ahead and put the sort formula into action right now. So let's try to understand each input of this formula to use this formula in a better way. So equal to sort open bracket. The first input of this formula is array, which means you need to select the entire data of your input area. So I've selected the entire data in the input area. I've not selected the header because header is not part of our data, comma. The second input is nothing but sort index, which is referring to out of these 4 columns you selected, by which column you want to sort this data. Index is nothing but position. So it's asking which column position you want to sort. So I want to sort this by salesperson. So salesperson is available in the second column, 1, 2, second column. So sort my data by second column. So I type the number 2, comma. Sorting order. Okay, I will sort this by second column. By in which order? Descending or ascending. I want to sort this by descending order, so I'm going to put -1, which stands for descending order, comma. The last input is true and false. So it's asking, hey, are you sorting based on rows? Are you sorting based on columns? Now this is a vertical table. My data is managed row wise. So I need to make sure I go for the choice false. Okay. So to give you more clarity, the last input is purely based on your data structure. If you're working on a vertical table, we are sorting by row. If you're working on a horizontal table, we are sorting by column. So we are now working on a vertical table. We are going to the option sort by row, which is false. I close the bracket, hit the enter. Now there you go. Watch it. It sorted my data based on salesperson column and in descending order, and it is a vertical table. So we sorted the data. Now I said if you do any change on the input data, the output will get updated automatically. So let's go to the James data, and I'm going to change James data to Williams to see whether this data is getting picked up or arranging itself in the right place automatically. So I'm going to hit enter. The moment I do it, you can see it is automatically putting it in the output. So that is the speciality of the sort formula. So in this scenario, we understood how to write the basic sort formula. What is every input, okay, means. Array means what, sort index means what, sort order means what, by column or by row, how do you decide? So we understood that part. So our sort formula can do a very simple thing, what your sort tool can also do. But the most important thing, when the change happens in the input, the output automatically updates. So let's go ahead and put this sort formula into test to see whether this sort formula can sort horizontal table as well. So I go to sheet 2. So now I have a horizontal table. Let's look at the scenario what we got here. Sort this table by build amount in descending order. So the build amount is in the 4th row and it's a horizontal table. So let's go ahead and write this formula equal to sort array is nothing but our entire data, comma, sorting index is by which row are we sorting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th row, because that's where we have the build amount, comma, sorting index. They said it's a descending order. We're going to say -1, comma, this time it's a horizontal table and we're going to go for the choice true, and we're going to close the braces, hit the enter. Watch it. It is arranging the data based on the build amount in descending order. So that means our sort formula can handle horizontal table sorting as well. All right, so let's put this sort into furthermore test. So let's go to sheet 3 and let's see what is the requirement there. So look at the scenario here. They're asking us to sort the data by salesperson and the bill amount. So this time we are sorting based on more than one column, which is multiple level sorting. So if I'm going to use a sort dialog box, I can use add levels. I can go ahead and put how many ever columns I want to sort by using this add level button. But how do I do that in the sort formula? Okay, this is going to be a little tricky. I want you to focus on the formula carefully. So let's go ahead and write the formula. Sort, the first input of the formula is the array. So we selected the array, comma, sort index, which column. So now in the selected array, we want to sort by two different columns, salesperson and the build amount. So when you want to refer a column inside an array which you fed in the first input, we would use the curly braces and we have to say which are those two columns separated by comma. Salesperson is the first column we want to sort by. So it is 1, 2, second column. So 2, comma, and the next column I want to sort by is the build amount, which is in the fourth column. So I'm typing 4. So I'm closing my curly braces. So the curly braces coming into picture because the first input we fed for the formula is an array. So to access the columns or the rows of array, I will use the curly braces, comma, and then I go to the sort order. Again, this time inside the array, I have to say which column, which order. Again, I'm going to introduce the curly braces where I have to say for the second column, I want ascending order. So 1, comma, for the fourth column, I want a descending order. So I'm going to say -1. I'm going to close the curly braces. Okay. Now let's put a comma and we go to the last one. Now here our table is not going to have a different structure in each component of the array. So here we will not be using any curly braces. So here we have to simply say, are you working on a vertical table or horizontal table? We are working on a vertical table. So we're going to go for the second choice, which is sort by row. Close the sort formula and let's hit the enter and let's look at the results right now. So we want the data to be sorted by salesperson, alphabetical order. Within each salesperson, whatever build amount these guys have, those build amounts should be in descending order. So for Frank, we have 6 transactions, and these are the 6 transactions of Frank which are presented in descending order. So let's take James, it's only 1 transaction. Janet, we have 2 transactions, and those are also presented in descending order. So you could see that your sort formula can handle multiple column sorting as well. The only difference is we need to introduce the curly braces in order to say which column. Again, we need to introduce the curly braces to say for the particular column what is the order we are expecting. All right, so let's go to the sheet 4 and see what else we're going to test this sort formula for. Now watch it. Present only Frank's sales data in descending order. Now, this is quite an interesting one. So we don't want all the data to be sorted. We want only Frank's data to be sorted and only Frank's data we want to see. Now here we are going to need another formula to help us. So we are going to use the filter formula to filter and take only Frank's data, and the output of the filter formula we're going to sort it based on the build amount. So in case if you guys are quite new to the filter formula, if you do not know the filter formula, if you want to learn it, I have provided you the link for the filter video as well. Watch it out and then you can come back and you can carry on with the rest of this video, or you can get this out from this video itself. So watch it. First I'm going to write the filter formula. The input of the filter formula, the first input is the array. So we're going to select the entire data, comma, just like the sort formula, even for the filter formula, we will not select the header, comma. The second component is which column are you going to filter by. I want to filter by salesperson columns. I'm selecting the salesperson column, and the condition in the salesperson column, it's filter only those records when it is equal to Frank. I'm typing Frank within the double quotes because Frank is a text, comma. If you do not find any records for Frank, then you can give me the text no records. So when I close the bracket, when I hit enter, watch it, it has given to us the data of Frank right now, but we do not see the Frank's data sorted by the build amount in descending order, which we need to do it right now using the sort formula. So let's go to this filter function. I'm going to put right before the filter, we're going to write sort, open braces. Now the array is going to be fed by the filter formula output. So let's go to the end of this formula, comma, it's asking sorting index. So whatever written given by the filter formula, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 columns there. So the sorting index is going to be the fourth column because that's where we have the build amount, comma, the sorting order is descending order. So we're going to give it -1, comma, and moreover, we're working on a vertical data structure. So we want to sort by row, and we're going to use the false. Now when I hit enter, now you can watch it. We got the data for Frank, which is sorted by the build amount in descending order. So we got this result with the help of filter formula, which was helping us to take only the selective data from the huge data set, and once we got the output of the filter formula, we fed it to the sort and we arranged it in the way we want to see it. So let's do one final exercise, the sort and filter together, and see how this works out in one other situation. So let's go to the last sheet and watch it. Here it says sort and present only the top 5 build amount. So first you need to pull only the top 5 build amount. So let's go ahead and filter this to get only the top 5 transactions based on the build amount. So first input is the array. So we're going to select that, comma, include is the condition is on the build amount column, whichever is greater than or equal to the 5th largest value in the build amount column. We just want to see only them. And if you do not find any data, then give me no record. So watch the filter formula again. If you guys are finding it a little difficult to understand it, I've explained this concept in my filter formula video. Watch it out, and when you come back, it's quite easy to grasp it. So what we're literally telling the filter formula, this is the array. In this array, filter to be done on the build amount column, but filter only those values which are more than the 5th largest value, and that's what filter is going to do for us right now. So let's hit enter. We could see that it has given us the top 5 value, but they are not in descending order. We want to put it in a proper descending order, just like we did last time. We're going to go ahead and use the sort formula before this filter formula, open braces. We go to the end of this formula because the array is fed by the filter formulas output, put a comma, the sorting index is the 4th column, so 4, comma, the sorting order is descending order, -1, comma, and it's a vertical data structure. We're going to go for the choice false, which is sort by row, close the braces and hit the enter, and there you can see it right now that filter and sort, when it gets together, it can do magic, and that is what we are experiencing right now. And so we've come to the end of this video, and I hope you would have enjoyed in learning a couple of new things in this video. So I hope this video has given you a lot of learning regarding the sort formula. Remember, when you need always a sorted data, irrespective of the changes happens on your input side, go for the sort formula. If you liked this video, hit the like button, share it to your friends and colleagues who could get benefited out of it. If you're a first-time viewer of our channel video, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, which motivates us to come up with such video in future. Hit the bell icon on notification so that next time when we post any videos like this, you will be notified automatically. So we'll meet you again next time with another interesting video. Until then, take care of yourself. Signing off, Hariharan.